Hey people, welcome to Epic Million 23. Well, how you doing today on this beautiful Sunday going into Monday? Well, I've been having a lot of epiphanies and a lot of awakenings. And as you know, as we've been talking about in the community, there is a lot of DNA upgrades right now. People are being upgraded in their DNA. So, excuse me, with that being said, and you know, as you know, a lot of us are in process or doing different businesses, different um, things that the Lord has blessed individuals in the community to utilize their gifts to help others. So, I would like to encourage myself and others during this time. Please, as my aunt said, please start your business. If you in a situation, where you kind of getting tired of, every time you go to a job, my auntie was talking about that earlier. She was like, yeah, every time you go to a job, every time you look around, these people, they just, it's something. You know what I mean? It's just always something. So, um, you just want to get to yourself and be to yourself like me. I'm getting older, so I really don't. I have a zero tolerance for bullshit. You know, I have a zero tolerance for jealous females, dudes. I have a pet peeve with that because if you can take that much time to invest yourself in someone else's life and not your own, that draws very much question to me about your characteristics and your character. So again, people, we do not want to waste time with time wasting individuals or people who trying to be mischievous is what we call it. I want to say as well during this time, as you know, the new moon is tomorrow. I ask that you all do your cleanses, continue to protect your energy. Continue to be very focused on what God is telling you and your ancestors to do. Pray for those around you. Um, as I was getting some downloads of the last few days about, I was sharing with one of my other aunts at one of the bodegas about, how my karmic father, asked for forgiveness, uh, for being using me as a sacrificial sacrifice. And I began to weep, and of course, forgave him. For myself more so, not just for him, but more so myself. Because I'm a true believer of healing. I'm a destined healer, so that is a part of my destiny. Again, I'm gonna let this be known. I'm not helping individuals who are a catastrophical purpose to the reason of why I awaken it. So I'm saying that to say because I want people to really understand I have healed. In certain areas, I am healing. And I have watched females of all creed and color, in all age grade, and even males who have tried to come in and interrupt my healing process. And the sad part, the reason they were sent to do that, because they were aware of what was going on. And that wasn't just a few people, it was a lot of people. And so with that being said, and I've, taken time, like I said, to heal and observe this situation, assess the situation, and assess my evaluation of what my end result will be. And my end result is I am not going to help any of you all. I am not going to give you no spiritual advice. I'm not going to assist you. I'm not going to have anything to do with you all. anyone who has did spell work, even where I'm currently at, that you think I don't know, I know. And I'm not going to deal with you, but how I deal with you. And eventually, very shortly, I will be removed from each and every one of you. The reason for that, again, when God is calling you to purpose and destiny, you do not have time to be going back and forth with individuals who are having an identity crisis. They do not know who they are, or they are body bag or bottom feeder. You know, I told y'all in the last video, like Nino Brown, cancel them bitches. You're done. Y'all cancel, and it's so funny. I noticed I didn't get the views, of course. You know, we know about YouTube and all that stuff, but bottom line, people, I know a lot of people watched it. And I always know a lot of people watched it because I can always feel the energy after I've dropped a line. Okay. Or a video. And I don't care about the views. I don't need the fame. I want the grip. Fuck the shit. That other shit, I ain't pressed to be in people's face like that. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, I'd rather eat you know, is a saying when my comic sister rather, she said I'd rather eat crumb with bums than eat steak with snakes. I'm gonna say that again. I'd rather eat crumbs with bums than eat steak with snakes. Cause I know once you bite, that venom ain't subject to work to heal. So, with that being said, again, I just want people to understand, especially the females, because I've been picking, they really pissed off. And you sending all that negative energy and projecting and all that craziness, and you male warlocks, I'm letting y'all know, y'all finna get karma if you ain't already getting it. So, we not finna be attached to people like that anymore. If you have not paid off your karmatic debt, I suggest for those who are interested in thinking about going into the practice, because I was trying to share with a coworker the other day, because she brought it to my attention. She said, you know, Ebony, people think what you all do are a trend, and I shared it with my auntie of the conversation I had with my son yesterday. And it kind of really ticked me off when she said it, but I held my tongue because in my peace, because it's sad to me when, you know, people just think, you know, everything is just a trend. Look, everything ain't microwave popcorn, you know? And, you know, it was kind of really sad in a sense too, because I'm saying to myself, what kind of society are we really living in? And I feel really sad for uh, the young people, because they the one really gonna be lost out here. Because anytime you taking a spirituality thing, which is a part of your reality of who you really are, as a trend, it's gonna be, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a sad day in America, because people are lost in the sauce, baby. And I told my son when we was talking, I said, you know, when she said, I said, you know, I wasn't calling her no specific, but, you know, I said, these bitches, you know, they thinking we live in trends, bitch. This ain't no trend. This is a lifestyle. Excuse my French, and I ain't trying to be funny with saying it, but it's being honest, because people have to understand. Let me say this, with being spiritual, and on this journey, you have to realize the truths of your own life and the lies and the deception and the manipulation that has been had you under so much heavy sedation of spell work or etc. To the place that when you do find out these truths, you need to be healed so you can deal with them accordingly. And it's sad because it pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, because I told my son, how the fuck you think we live in a trend, bitch? This is not a trend. Finding out you've been sacrificed and all, this is not no fucking game. This is for real. And it's sad when people think it's just a joke. So with that being, that's why a lot of people I will not be dealing with, because they uneducated, they very ignorant, and they mad because they don't have, or they were not chosen in their family to do so. And those type of people and category of people, again, will not be assisting. Um, Primarily, honestly, right now, I'm only really focusing on assisting and drawing in my soul tribe. Everybody else that I'm not called to, I'm not trying to even, not being funny, y'all, but I'm not trying to even do nothing with them, because that's not my responsibility. That's not what I've been given to do. And so, during this time, I'm suggesting and asking everyone to be mindful as your spirit guides speak to you, but be mindful to be obedient to the word, the heed of the Spirit of the living God and the Holy Ghost that's speaking to you. I want to say as well, and I had to say that because people just, it's just really sad. It's like, man, it's a really sad day in America, and it is, because there's certain things. It's just, I feel really sorry for a lot of people. All that energy harvesting, all that shit is over. Game is over. If you ain't got your shit together, you, for those, and I want to say this, for those who, like I said, who are really called to the practice, because me and the coworkers was having that conversation, and I share with them, everybody ain't called to do this work. It's just what it is. Everybody ain't called to be a leader. Everybody ain't called to, be the president. You have to be a certain type of person, and it's funny to me when people, it's really funny, because the people that dislike me or you really find it funny, be the same ones put their mouth on you bad and horribly, and be the same ones trying to do what you're doing. But then you just said, and y'all dudes need to be paying attention to that, because them ain't the type of females you need to be associating with, because you fucking with a fool. Period. You're fucking with a fool. And I ain't being funny, and I ain't trying to put females on blast, but I'm just putting it out there, because she need to do a reality check, and you need to be assessing the situation, because you the man. And I said this before in one of my other videos as well. If your old lady or your old man more in tune with somebody else's shit than y'all, then something wrong. And that ain't the person you need to be being with. I'm just gonna keep it 100, because I can't see myself investing that much time into somebody else and not myself. I've done it, and it cost me almost everything, including my life. So I wouldn't recommend, just personal experience, I wouldn't recommend male or female, every creed and color, every age grain, to ever do that. Because here's the thing, people, and I'm gonna give you a short rundown of the story, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I had a dude I was dealing with at the time, and I shared this in one of my other videos a while back, but I'm gonna guess it's time to share it again. Anyway, somebody need to hear it. I was dating, call myself messing with friend, the homie love friend, if you want to just call it that way, simplified. But I was sleeping with the enemy. Found out the dude was gay through the Lord, through the Spirit, through a dream, and so, you know, I found out he betrayed me, blasphemed my name, and just everything. I was trying to get back on my feet. Tried to take my eye out with the car, all type of stuff, girl. I mean, y'all, you be surprised. It was like a movie. And when the time comes, I get rich. I'm actually do it so people can see this is real, and people can be very vindictive and vicious. Okay. In it, go ahead to finish up the story. Long story short, I found all that out, right, and then I found out that my family, family members and different things, and people were sent some of the people he was messing with, and it was just a mess. And so, um, and I'm kind of still dealing with that a little bit right now because I found out some other things about my life, about my karmic father. Like I said, I found out he was, well, I knew that he was a Mason, but I did know that part, but I didn't know I was the sacrifice until now. And I'm 42 years old at this time. I'm finding that out. So, um, I'm saying all that to say to people, because they literally, like the Illuminati Masons, these motherfuckers still trying to get at a motherfucker. Thank God for the good officers, the angels, the FBI, the CIA. It's some people that's really behind the scenes seeing what's going on. They know that shit ain't right, because the shit ain't right. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna give the scenario because yesterday, while I was out, meditating or whatever, and the Lord really blessed me because the Lord helped me to balance both the energies with the dude, with the Illuminati, all this shit, all these, because we've been manifesting to get these people out our energy. And thank God they coming out. Thank you, Jesus. But anyway, um, so when I found all this out or whatever, of course I had to go straight in to heal. And this is why I'm telling people, especially females and males of all creed, color, and age, you have to heal your shit. Your mama can't do it, your woman can't do it, your man can't nobody do it but you. And when you walk around mad because somebody like me or a person in our community choose not to deal with you, is because you're not dealing with your own shit yourself. And I'm gonna be honest, people not finna go out their way and you not willing, you know what I'm saying, to deal with your shit. And you have to deal with it. It's like you have to heal. A lot of females got mad because they heard the conversation, So I started, the last 2 days I done seen them. And I'm really like, I don't give a fuck. I'm unbothered with the shit. Because, bitch, y'all the one with the problem, not me. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not walking around trending. That was never the fucking goal, bitch. It was the lifestyle the whole time. That was your fault. You didn't do your homework. Hello. Now, I ain't trying to be funny, but hello. And it's just when you have a nasty spirit, and I'm going to say this too, because I've been seeing flies. When you around somebody and they have flies flying, they got a nasty ass spirit. Period. They can try to mask people, try to masquerade. And why I say that, because these motherfuckers at one of my jobs, because I work 2 jobs. One of the jobs, these motherfuckers, I don't know how they get in my trouble, but people know how to steal, thievery nowadays. That's all these motherfuckers know how to do. That's why they so spiritually broke. Cause they don't take the time for themselves. They were just lazy. And so anyway, they was getting in my bag and stuff, getting out my spiritual things. And this recently, they've been doing this every state I done went in. Ramble in the trunk of my car, and just it's really ridiculous. And then that's what I'm saying. Y'all females and niggas talking about y'all divine. Y'all warlocks and witches. You ain't know. And trying to use the products I got, but you don't understand, bitch, it's not the damn products, it's the anointing. You have to have that, and only God can give that. Man can't give that. And that's the sad part with society. They so spiritually broke. They don't have no idea. Oh, well, let me go steal her stuff and try to clean my stuff up. And the sad part, people go and do that. Females, especially, I've watched, and the Lord showed me, and males as well, but females specifically here, I'm talking to, because you're trying to fit in on something you will never fit into. You were never called to be that. You was called to be karmic. And if that's what you apply to play, play it. That's all I can give you. That's all I can tell you. Because until you ready to really truly deal with your shit, I'm talking about personally, ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You. And I'm telling you, it's not gonna work. On this side of the track, when you dealing with the spiritual world, we deal with the living and the dead. And when we dealing with both of them, we have to balance all that shit out. Good and bad. And terrible and worst. We have to balance all that shit. And that shit ain't easy. It's hard work. It's many tears. It's many hurts. It's many pains that comes with that. And if you're not really ready personally within yourself to deal with that, I do not suggest that you try to tap in to this side of this lifestyle, period. Because all you're going to do is piss yourself off more. And if you're not willing to do the spiritual work internally, meaning deal with that shit, learning how to transmute energy, learning how to deal with your energy, learning how to balance your energy. If you're not doing all that, or you're not going to be willing to put in the work to do that, this ain't for you. Male or female, this ain't for you. Because let me say this, time is winding up, y'all. And for those of y'all who have not gotten in, it wasn't meant for you to get in. It's nothing personal to nobody because we know it's dark and light. We know that. We get it. The bottom line with both parties and both sides, the bottom line, you have to balance that shit out. And if you do not balance it out, you gonna walk in chaos. You're going to be mad. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be angry. You're going to be hateful. You're going to be resentful to other people as well as yourself. And that's just because you haven't chosen to do the work. Trying to harvest somebody else's legacy and energy, not going to happen. Because God is not giving a legacy of wealth or royalty to a trashy ass person who has a trash bloodline, who ain't even willing to put in the work. That's why I'm telling you have to do the work, honey. Because you, the only one, gonna know what to do. That's the thing. You trying, because it was the punchline was, which I had got that when I was in Atlanta. Somebody, you know how you having a conversation with somebody and they try to kind of spin it around to you and throw it out there, directly, indirectly. Oh, well, you got to give them your recipe and this, We don't do that. Because again, this is spiritual. This is sacred. You can't be giving people, and I'm telling you again, from experience, you cannot be giving people your formula. They will use that shit against you, especially if their heart ain't right and they ain't called to do that anyway. Telling you. Facts. I've experienced it firsthand. No. I'm educating those of y'all been in the game for a minute and have not. We do not give out no recipe to no one. Unless God given us the unction to. Other than that, no. 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 We're not telling you no. We're not doing that. Because again, that is for your lineage. That's not to be telling the fucking world. Period. Period. And in this hour, that's what they've been waiting on for us to give them, trying to put us in compromising situations where we have to help them. No, bitch, I'm not finna nigga. No, you tried to literally unalive me for my shit. No, I'm not finna fucking help none of y'all. Fuck y'all. Y'all can go suck a dick and die. You gonna wait on that nigga, bitch, because I'm never gonna help y'all. That is never gonna happen. And I'm not mad at you. It's just, I'm not helping. Why would I go help somebody who tried to unalive me? That makes no sense for my shit. No. I don't care if it's the government. I don't care if it's everyday people. I don't give a damn who it is. No. I'm not helping none of you. Because again, like I said, it was confirmed to me from yesterday conversation with my son clearly. What I said through the spirit that was given to me through the Holy Ghost, it was true. Y'all fucking knew. All y'all different individuals, families, couples, singles, everybody. And no one did nothing. Everybody participated. Not everybody, but though they know who I'm talking to. I ain't talking about my people. I'm talking about the ones who participated on that bullshit. That was wrong because people shouldn't have to go through that. And unfortunately, like I say, I'm not finna help you. Now, I do have colleagues in the community that would probably be a greater asset than I would to you, and be able to guide you out. Me personally, I can't touch you. If you're dealing with low, I told my auntie today, I had to, pull back my energy from one of my tribe babies because he connected to too many karmics. I don't give a damn if it's your baby daddy, your baby mom. I don't give a fuck. If you connected to low vibrational niggas and bitches, rich or poor bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm not fucking with you. Because I work too hard to get my energy where it's at. I work too motherfucking hard to let no bitch, no creed, color, lineage, I don't give a fuck who you is, to think you gonna come along, steal my peace, and no, we not finna do that. No, we not finna do it. And your ass got to go. You cannot stay in my face. You cannot sit around me. I'm not finna hang with you. Because you not finna fuck over me and then be sitting and skinning and grinning in my face. No. Been there, done that. We not doing that no more. Not doing none of that. And I found people in America, not everybody, but a lot of people like to do that shit. And I ain't feeling that shit. Period. I'm not feeling it. I ain't never gonna feel it, and I ain't never finna get with it. Cause I'd rather get the fuck up out the United States before I go through that. Because black people in America don't really mix anyway. Here's why. Because number one, we don't really get respected like we should anyway. People disrespect the women, disrespect the men, talk to us crazy. And not everybody, but I'm saying they know who they are. And it's sad because when you trying to do, now they complained about us being like rebels. Okay, now we trying to do the right thing and change our life. And now you complaining about that. You see what I'm saying? So again, why would I want to stay in your country? Why? Like, I'm gonna tell y'all again. Remember I told y'all about went to the post office. Still nothing. Never put my change of address in. God said no, they just threw it in the garbage when you left. Both times. So God said that's why I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I ain't got time. And what I want you all to do today is try to really focus on wherever it is you want to be. That's where you want to focus on going. Because we are walking in a whole new season. It's a whole new beginning. God is finna uproot us from our current locations because again, if we being tolerated, that's not God is putting us where we're going to be totally celebrated. It ain't gonna be no manipulation to it because now we know she can do this. No, cause see that's the funny part about people in the United States. They want to wait until they know for sure you can do something. Oh, now it don't work like that, baby. In this side and on this side, you either get on whether you catch the vibe before you see the vibe. If you don't catch the vibe before you see it, you don't get it. You don't get it. I hope y'all, yeah, some of y'all is gonna hit you next week. You don't get it. Because here's the thing, people love to wait till you about to get on. Now they want to jump on the bandwagon. But it's funny to me, especially in my case, most of the people who trying to jump on was the same motherfuckers was the reason for my awakening. Ain't that funny? But you thought you was finna, no, you ain't finna eat shit. You not finna, ain't nobody sitting at my table but me and my children and my husband. That's it. Cause that's the only, outside of the tribe babies and the people God give, that's it. All them extras, we not doing no extras. And those who cause the catastrophic awakening, you cannot sit at the table. God is not allowing y'all to have access to our energy, access to our access to be in our vicinity, none of that. The accessibility you may have right now going to be, this is it. I'm just giving prophesying to y'all right now. This is it. Because we done passed the test. God not finna keep us in those stressful situations. For what? You done learned your lesson, right? So now it's time for your blessing. You ain't got time to be keep sitting around them moping and grope for what? So that's why I want to help people today. Please, if you not called to doing this, don't leave it alone.